Good evening. My name is Rick Morrison, and welcome to the ASCAP Songwriter Series. This is where critical examinations will be made of songs written by some of today's promising contemporary writers. We'll have that examination with the help of a panel of some of our industry leaders, helping make those songs become chart successes of the present and the near future. Tonight's panelists, as a matter of fact, offer us a wide variety of opinions that can span both the creative as well as business and technical aspects of reviewing a song. Eumir Deodato and Kenneth Reynolds, Director of Product Management at Arista Records. Deodato first came into our, the chart books with 2001, Space Odyssey. That song won a Grammy that year, as a matter of fact, for the Best Pop Instrumental. He went on to inspire the Kool and the Gang Renaissance with such songs as Celebration and Ladies' Night. Kenneth Reynolds does a job that should be very interesting for all of us to learn about. That position oversees the budget process of a song from its inception in the studio through the marketing plans once the song is released and available to the public. Between the two of them, we should have some very good insight into what these songs that we'll hear here tonight should offer. As a matter of fact, the first song is written by Rick Suchow. It will be sung for us by Camille. The panelists will join us later, but join me now in listening to Camille perform Are You For Real?
Set my heart on fire. Open my eyes, and there you were with me. I was rocking in your arms until the morning light, baby. Kissed in shadows on the stars, felt my body shaking hard. Held you tight all through the night now, baby. Never felt this way before. Come on, darling, give me more. Feels so good I can't be sure. Are you for real?
Are you really for real? Is this feeling for real?
I can't believe the way you make me feel. Are you for real?
Are you really for real? Is this love for real?
It's feeling like it's too good to be real. Who are you and where did you come from? Maybe you're an angel in disguise. I'm out of control, it's burning inside me, and we're making love all night until the morning light, baby. Dancing lovers on the wall. Take me, darling, gonna fall. Hold me tight all through the night now, baby. Tell me that you'll never leave. Give me something to believe. If you're not a fantasy, are you for real?
Are you really for real? Is this feeling
I can't believe the way you make me feel. Are you for real?
Are you really for real? Is this love
It's feeling like it's too good to be real. Are you for real?
Are you really for real? Is this feeling
I can't believe the way you make me feel. Are you for real?
Are you really for real? Is this love
It's too good to be true the way I shadows on the stars, felt my body shaking hard. Held you tight all through the night now, baby. Tell me that you'll never leave. Give me something to believe. Are you for real?
Really for real? Is this feeling?
Oh, I can't believe the way you make me feel. Are you for real?
Really for real? Is this love?
Oh, it's feeling like it's too good to be real. Are you for real?
Really for real? Is this real?
Oh, I can't believe the way you make me feel. Are you for real? Oh, I can't believe the way you make me feel. Are you for real?
Is this real?
Oh, is this feeling for real? I know you're not a fantasy.
Welcome, recording artist and producer Eumir Deodato, as well as Director of Product Management at Arista, Ken Reynolds. Glad you both can join us. I've also asked our songwriter for the evening, Rich Sushao, to join us. And Deodato, I'd like to start with you. You've just heard Are You For Real? Beautifully sung by Camille. What did you think?
It's on, as far as I could tell. Couple of things here and there, so polishing some corners, but it's definitely on. I thought it was on. Yeah.
Let's go straight to the couple of things. What things? What would you have done?
You have some anticipations every 2 bars or so where the bass line doesn't follow. You have a hook that reminds me of another tune that's out there right now. You might want to change it a little bit.
Which tune?
Ta 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 ta.
Nobody?
Ta, 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 ta. It's just melodically, it just reminds a little bit. Then you have a couple of other minor things, for instance, dynamically, when you reach your hook, where is Are You For Real, you have the lead singer coming out alone, and then she's pursued by the backgrounds. It should be the other way around. In other words, she finished the verses and she goes right on the first line of the hook by herself. Mm-hmm. Maybe you might want to switch it. You might want to put the backgrounds there and have her answer or something like that. And the overall effect would be that you have the hook real strong instead of the hook coming under, because the hook right now is under the verses.
Mm-hmm. Well, Rick, tell me what you think about that. Is that a subjective opinion, or can you see where that would actually enhance the value of the
I can
song?
hear it that way. As far as having the harmonies on the first part of the chorus, I didn't hear it that way when I wrote it. I would also say there might have been some influence from that Chaka Khan style. Mm-hmm. You know, of having all those harmonies in there.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't. The anticipations as far as the bass line, is that because of the mix, or is that? I'm not sure which anticipations.
Or anticipate, right? Every 2 bars on the keyboard, but you don't on the bass line. In other words, it creates a funny thing. You also have the claps on every 4.
Until the chorus.
Yeah, I kind of heard the claps every 2s and 4s.
On the chorus, it's 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
and some spots maybe, you know, one other thing you might want to consider is whether you want the bass drums and 1s and 3s or 1, 2, 3s and 4s too. That's another thing to experiment.
Yeah, all those creative points are important. Let's take it to a business side. Ken, you've just gotten this tape across your desk. You've heard it. What do you think?
Throw it.
Well, the first thing I think you have to understand is that I look at it totally from a different perspective than
Exactly.
Dio. I don't have the musical background that he has, and the first thing I think about is how does this sound on radio? First thing is that the song has a very infectious beat, as I think I probably displayed to you when I sat here and started unknowingly singing the chorus to the song. It's what I put in the category of a groove song, like Chaka Khan's Ain't Nobody, Evelyn King, Love Come Down. It's a groove that can happen or cannot happen. It sort of depends on the public. It's not taking anything away from the song or giving it any more than what's actually there. Mm-hmm. To me, the song, it's a good song. To make it better, it seems like it could go someplace else. It has me locked down with the chorus, but it's like I'm waiting for it to go someplace, which is also a problem with the groove songs, which maybe isn't bad because Evelyn King had great success with what I call a groove tune. Chaka Khan is having great success with what I consider a groove
Where do you
tune.
hear it going?
Lyrically, I'd like to hear more than just the chorus. That's all I think about in retrospect to the song.
Is that any comment on the arrangement or anything, or just that part of it?
No, I think it's probably more just on the lyric writing. No, not at all.
Ken, what do you think about what Deodato mentioned, the part of the song that sounded very familiar to another song that was commercially available? Would that bother you as an executive?
Sometimes it would depend on the situation. All songs sound like another song to me. I think writers and producers emulate what they hear. There's a hit song out. Okay, so let's go after that market. I mean, all the rap records. Somebody came out with a rap record, and then 50 million artists came out and said, okay, let's make a rap record. Rap records are happening. Somebody came out with a groove tune. Other artists said, the groove tunes are happening. Let's do a groove tune. Then there was a period back when lyrics were really important, when artists were really writing songs that said something. And then other artists came and jumped on that bandwagon. I think you give the public so much of one type of song, and they digest it, and they buy it until they're tired of it.
Great.
And then when they're tired, they move on.
Yeah. Deodato, on a final note, the song is, in your opinion, doable? Is it salvageable, or would you consider this a groove song and, in fact, maybe not a song?
You can't call it salvageable. That's when the tune is real bad.
Yeah.
This is a very good tune. It's a pretty good tune. Of course, no tune is in its final stages, ever. I mean, you reach a mix in the record, and after you go home and you deliver the record to the record company and say, oh my God, I just have this idea for that one tune. Well, if I could only go back and call back all the records that are in the store and redo that tune and reprint everything, of course you can't. So no tune is ever in its final stages. It's always a change. And it's true of all the great composers. You know, as Beethoven would go through hundreds of pieces of music papered until he reaches a final stage of a 8-bar melody. You know, so that's how it works. You could elaborate on something forever. But however, you know, the beginning stage of a song, if it's there, which rarely is, then that's fine. You know, some artists, they do their homework first, and they go to the extent of preparing a tune to the best of their abilities, and then you just go in the studio and record it. But I never found it to be true. Sometimes I only start with one chord and one groove, and that's it. And you have to build a whole song like that. Typical example is Cool on the Gang.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen both, thank you for those comments. Thank you, Rick Suchow, for joining us. Stay with us, though. The next audition will be by Mikael. His song is entitled, It's Hard to Say Goodbye to a Friend.